We enjoy Dhokla whether it's for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, even for midnight munching, and we have an endless variety of Dhokla. Like in summer, when we get mango pulp, we enjoy the white urad dal Dhokla with it. Similarly, in the monsoon, we make sweet corn Dhokla. So let's make sweet corn Dhokla, especially for the monsoon, and along with the Dhokla, we'll also make a delicious Gujarati-style coriander chutney. So, to make Dhokla, I have sweet corn here, and I've taken 2 medium-sized ones, and they are completely raw. And now we'll remove the kernels from it and then grind them lightly to a coarse texture. I'm cutting the sweet corn on the cob and separating the kernels. But if you want, you can also use the kernels that are already separated and available in the market. But somehow, I feel that those kernels are a bit dry. If you take them out fresh from the cob, the kernels stay much fresher and they're also quite sweet. So now let's grind all this sweet corn, and along with the sweet corn, I'll add a little ginger and green chili. If you like garlic, you can add that too. Now we need to grind the sweet corn just a little so that it's still a bit coarse. By the way, you need to grind it. You can also use the pulse setting, but don't add any water at all. If needed and it's not grinding at all, you can add 1 or 2 spoons of water. All right, the corn has been ground. Let's take it out into a big bowl. And now I have 1 cup of semolina here. We'll add the fine one to the ground corn, and along with the semolina, I'll add it too. By adding about 2 tablespoons of graham flour, the taste of the Dhokla becomes really good. And now, to soak the semolina and graham flour, we'll add it. I've taken half a cup of sour yogurt. Let's mix everything well once, and then if needed, we'll adjust the water accordingly. Now, after mixing, I saw that there's no need to add water to it. Because what happens is, when sweet corn is in season, during the rainy season, it's quite tender and moist, so it already has a good amount of moisture. And we've also added yogurt. So now, I'll let this batter rest. I'm going to let it rest for 15 to 20 minutes, and after that, we'll only add water if needed. Don't add too much water in advance. Otherwise, the Dhokla won't turn out fluffy, it'll be completely flat and dense. So while the batter is resting, let's prepare the next step. Now, for the delicious coriander chutney that goes with the Dhokla, I've got the ingredients here for Gujarati-style coriander chutney. This is Gathiya. It's called Bhavnagari Gathiya. If you don't have this Gathiya, you can also use sev, and if you don't want either, you can use raw peanuts as well. Whenever Gujarati farsan is made, along with it, the green chutney that's made, it's usually made using this Bhavnagari Gathiya. And if you're making khaman, after steaming when you take out the khaman, you can also use 2 pieces of khaman. You can crumble them and add them to this. So I've taken about 2 tablespoons of Bhavnagari. Let's put this in a jar and add 2 to 3 green chilies. You can adjust the spiciness according to your taste. And you'll see that I have a big bunch of cilantro. Let's add that in as well, and cilantro. I'm adding it with the stems because the stems have a really nice aroma. And now, while making the chutney, I add the juice of half a lemon to it, so the chutney won't turn black. And finally, I add a few ice cubes. I don't add salt to the chutney right now. I always add it only after the chutney is ground. So now let's blend the chutney until it's smooth. The chutney is ready. Let's take it out in a bowl and now add this to the chutney. Add a little salt, and if you want, you can also add sugar to it. So, our delicious chutney is ready. Let's check the Dhokla batter once. Look, it's been 20 minutes and the Dhokla batter is ready too. Don't make it thinner or thicker than this. That's why I haven't added too much water to it. But as I said earlier, if needed, you can definitely add 1 or 2 spoons of water. And now let's add it to the Dhokla batter. Add a little turmeric and salt and mix the batter well once. Now at the very end, we need to add fruit salt, which we call Eno, to the Dhokla batter. Before that, I will lightly grease the plate in which we are going to steam the dhokla with some oil so that we can easily take out the dhokla, and at the same time, we'll also get the steamer ready for the dhokla. We will keep it on the stove on high flame because the water we add should be boiling hot. We need it to be exactly steaming hot. Now, many times viewers write to me saying that whatever steps you mentioned, like you told us to make the batter, we made it the same way, but our dhokla didn't turn out as spongy as yours. They turned out quite hard and dense. The main reason for that is when you add Eno to the batter. Either you leave the batter for too long after adding it, or after adding it. They either start heating the steamer after adding Eno, or the steamer isn't hot at all. Sometimes they put the dhokla tray in immediately and then turn on the gas. So this is a very important tip. Whenever you want to make soft and spongy dhokla, your steamer should be on and piping hot before you add Eno to the batter. And as soon as you add Eno to the batter, immediately your dhokla tray should go into the steamer, which is already piping hot and ready. It should go in there, so I have 2 teaspoons of fruit salt here, which I will add to this batter. And if you are going to use only half of this batter, then take out half of it first, and then you only need to use 1 teaspoon of Eno. So as soon as we've added the Eno, we'll mix it immediately, and as soon as you add the Eno, you'll see that the batter becomes nice, light, and airy. A lot of bubbles will start to form. Mix it well immediately. We'll put this in the steamer, pour the batter in. Let me give you another tip here. Don't fill the batter all the way to the top, otherwise the dhokla will become very thick, and sometimes it even overflows. So always fill the batter only halfway up the plate. I'll sprinkle some red chili powder on top. And now we'll cover it and let it cook for 20 minutes. 20 minutes are up. Let's check the dhokla once. You can see that the dhokla has turned out very soft and spongy. You can insert a knife in the center like this and see that it comes out completely clean. That means the dhokla is cooked from inside. But when we add the tempering, the taste of the dhokla doubles. So for that, I take about 1 tablespoon of oil. As soon as the oil is hot, we'll add mustard seeds and Asafoetida to it. Once the mustard seeds start to crackle, we'll add white sesame seeds. We'll pour the hot tempering all over the dhokla like this, making sure it covers every part. You can enjoy this even without the tempering. It still tastes just as delicious. Let's cut the dhokla now and sprinkle a little cilantro on top of it. Look at this. The dhokla is so soft and ready. You can see that it's perfectly spongy and soft. The dhokla is as soft as cotton. It is so good. Please try this recipe at least once on my recommendation.